Dansby, thanks for being with us. We appreciate it. Congratulations. This has been a fun Cubs team to watch. Take us through the moment of the final out and just celebrating with your teammates. I know that the work is not done, but that's got to be one box you're happy to check.
Yeah, obviously, thanks for having me on. Glad to be here. Yeah, I mean, it really is such a cool moment. You obviously know that this isn't necessarily the end goal for the season, but it is definitely a big step and part of the process to achieving all you want to achieve. I mean, this is something that you talk about in spring training, being able to get into the postseason and give yourself the chance, to win the World Series. So it was really fun being able to celebrate with the guys. We've put in obviously so much work this season and been a part of all the different struggles throughout a year, the highs, the lows, all those kinds of things to get to this point. So it's a pretty special group of guys, and very thankful to be a part of it.
Did you celebrate like you should have celebrated because of all the hard work, all the different things, all the guys that have been out, come back, still out, whatever it is? Did you guys celebrate hard, or is it something that, you know what, we still got a game tomorrow, it's kind of a tempered celebration? How did your clubhouse celebrate it?
I'd say somewhere in the middle. You celebrate at the field hard in terms of spraying champagne and doing those kinds of things, but not so hard afterward because we do have a game today and there's a lot more things that we obviously want to accomplish. And I really feel like a big part of our team is getting back into the rhythm that we had earlier in the year. And I feel like recently we've been getting closer to that point. And so you want to be able to keep that same momentum moving forward. And so we're obviously not trying to take any steps backwards.
Was there any one person, because you're seasoned, you're like, whatever, I know what a World Series champagne tastes like. Was there anybody, and I asked this of the Phillies just the other day after they had celebrated, that really celebrated? I'm not saying got super drunk. I'm talking about was wow, really soaking this in and telling everybody this is so awesome more than somebody else?
I will say it was just really cool seeing, whether it was staff members or people that haven't had this kind of opportunity, whether it's in their career or just in a while. And I think the biggest thing that kind of just hit me yesterday was not taking any of it for granted, right? Like, this game is incredibly hard. This game comes for everybody, and being able to just enjoy and soak up the moment when you get them, because getting to the postseason is obviously a huge challenge, and it's not something that just happens every single time. Now, obviously, we want it to, and we feel like, you feel like as a player that you always have a chance to win at the highest level, and sometimes things just don't fall your way. And I think that we as a team yesterday just kind of realized we should never take any of this for granted and just continue to pursue what's in front of us.
Dansby, do you have fans around Wrigley offering Kyle Tucker the use of their calf? How do we get Kyle Tucker back in that lineup? I know it's a huge void on the impact he has on this team, but let's get this guy healthy, right? The Cubs can go so much further when you have that guy healthy and back on the squad.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously proven, throughout his career that he's a top player in this game. Just his at-bats are so consistent. His ability to draw walks, put the ball in play, drive the ball in the air. He just does so many things well. He obviously plays a really good right field, runs the bases well, makes our team better, makes our team deeper, and just provides that kind of stable at-bat each and every day, whenever he's in the lineup. So, we're definitely anticipating on getting him back. I don't know when exactly that's going to be, but I know that he makes our team better.
Dansby, does your phone work? Does your phone?
It does. Yeah.
Oh, weird. Because I swear you told me to text you to come on, and I didn't even get an F off. I would have been happy with an F off, but instead I got a cricket.
Noted.
I didn't even get a cricket. I could have just.
You want to know something that's funny? Joanna, our one of our PR people, she was like, "Yeah, they texted me about you getting on the show," and I literally said, "Yeah, I really meant to text AJ back about Pittsburgh was going to be impossible, but Cincinnati would be good." And okay. I said, please let him know that is where my brain is at, because I know that when I get on this show, he's going bring it up.
Well, also, it's your lucky day. I'm in Cincinnati. You're at the hotel. I'm at the ballpark. Something's wrong with this picture here, right? You should be here working out. I should still be at the hotel. But you could have just come on live with us. You could have sat next to me. There's a chair I could have pulled up. You could have had your Cubby blue on, and we could have talked about this in person.
Yeah, the game is still in 6 hours. Okay, we still got a little bit of time.
I figured you had to work out the champagne. All right, but what I really want to know is PCA. What's going on with PCA? PCA had an unbelievable first half, gone a little bit up and down here in the second half. Can he turn this around and be the force that he can be, that we've seen him be?
Yeah, I mean, well, as you know, I mean, there are times and moments where this game just can almost feel easy to some extent. Everything seems to go right. You're just in a very confident headspace, and Pete was such a driving force of our team in the first half. I think just the beauty of the game of baseball is it presents so many challenges and opportunities throughout a 162 that you're bound to go through moments where you're not as good as that you want to be. And, especially as a young kid, with all the talent in the world, a guy like Pete, goes through something like that. And it's a really good opportunity for him to learn how to come out of or how to come out of that kind of funk. And, if you look at his at-bats over the last 3 or 4 games, they've been really, really good. Been hitting the ball hard, been hitting the ball in the gap, and putting together just solid at-bats with people on base. So definitely think he's on his way out of whatever funk he was in, because, he's a special player, he's a special talent, and he makes our team a lot better.
When you see somebody that's super energetic, and I have no idea what he's like in the clubhouse, how did he handle those ups and downs? Because it's part of the reason why some guys in baseball are like, yeah, everything's fine, and I'm not going to show any emotion, because when things are good, it's great. When things are bad, I look the same. He didn't seem like that. He seems like he is like, go get it, hit the wall whenever he needs to. But when things go bad, what type of level of energy did you see from him?
Yeah, I think the one thing I've tried to just remind him on is, one of his superpowers is his passion and love for the game. And just to continue to remind him, regardless of whether things are good or bad, that you can still impact the game in different ways. Like, if you're not hitting, you can still go catch the ball. If you're on base, you can still run the bases well. You can still run the bases hard. You can help impact the team's performance without just hitting. And that's one of the reasons why he's the way he is, and the way that he impacts our team, because he can go get it in center field just as good, if not better, than anybody else in the league. He's obviously got really good instincts on the bases and has stolen a lot of bases for us. So, my biggest reminder for him, and just really any young player, any player in general, is the more that you can kind of bring your unique superpower to the table, the better off we'll be as a group, and will ultimately help us win games.
Dansby, congratulations to you and your beautiful wife, Mallory, on the announcement that you guys are expecting your first child. That's so awesome. Obviously a power couple in sports, but certainly in the Chicago area. If your beautiful child only gets to have the athletic prowess of one of the parents, who do you want?
Of course I'm gonna say my wife's.
If you want to stay married.
She's got something just special about her as an athlete. It's funny, we kind of talk about it. You can watch people play and tell if they kind of have it, and she's just one of the rare breeds of athletes that just has it. Just her competitive instinct, her fire to win, her commitment and determination, along with the athletic ability, is pretty incredible to watch. So if our baby can get a little bit of that, then we'll be in good shape.
Name 3 sports that she can beat you in, and 3 sports that you can beat her in. Obvious ones can be used.
Well, we can start with soccer. We can start with that. Any bit of conditioning that's over maybe 100 meters, any bit of running event that involves a little bit of, endurance, I would say she's got me on. Past that, though, man, I don't know. I got a pretty good athletic, skill set as well over here. Okay, got a pretty good jump shot, good ping pong player. Can do. I'm very multifaceted, shall we say, with sports. So I'll give her those. But past that, I mean, I will say this isn't really a sport, but our household gets after it with Uno, and she typically beats me more often in Uno than I beat her.
She's making you draw 4 like on top of each other a million times.
Oh yeah. She's got some good strategies.
That's a sport? No, that's all part of the competitive, like, I hope you're attracted to each other because of your competitiveness, because that plays. Like, so you could take her in a sprint, though. But after 100 yards, she's got you.
100%. Like, the longer it goes, the less my chances are that I'm going to continue to hold on. Yeah.
Kratz, I'm going to steal a line right from the top here about MeUndies. A cut for every butt. I took a line that I feel like you would enjoy, but then you stole my thunder with show and tell. What do you have there?
Besides a huge Baduka dunk, this is my pair of MeUndies that I got. I'm not going to show you the other pair right now because I got them on, but it doesn't even feel like you have them on. Super soft, flexible, and yet holding everything together.
I love the 20 different styles, 100 different colors and prints, and the micro-modal fabric is what you're talking about. Breathable, stretchy, unbelievably cozy. And right now, as a listener of FT, you can get cozy and spooky for less with deals up to 50% off at MeUndies.com/foul and enter promo code FOUL. That's MeUndies.com/foul, promo code FOUL for up to 50% off. MeUndies, comfort that's made for fall.
Cade Horton. Does Cade Horton win the Rookie of the Year? Or how do you sway people's votes that maybe don't see Cade Horton on a regular basis?
Well, number one, I think being able to truly anchor a rotation as a rookie is incredibly impressive, and to do it on a team in a second half when you're most needed. I think he has the lowest ERA amongst any starting pitcher in the second half, and being able to consistently rely on somebody of rookie status to go out there and basically shove is incredibly impressive. I know there's some other guys who've had some really good years, but for him to do it on a team that's going to the postseason and being that consistent force in the way that he is I think really all you need to know. It's not fully just about he's not punching out this many per 9. He doesn't walk guys. Guys don't seem to hit him hard. He gets quick outs. He makes our team better. He's got this competitive, just I'm here to handle business that not many guys have. I mean, he would have my vote if I have a vote, and I think it's as simple as that.
Hey, Dansby, what's it like playing with Shota every day? I mean, that guy's interview last night was awesome, where he said champagne is better on your skin than it is in your mouth, and it makes your skin feel better. I mean, he just says things every time he put a mic in front of him. He says something that is absolutely hilarious. What's it like being around a guy like that every day?
Oh man, Shota's the best. He's got such a clever, witty way about him. But I think just from actual baseball perspective, he's such a joy to watch because he just does a couple things really well, knows what he does really well, and basically just kind of goes out there and outdoes it from what everyone else is trying to, counter him with. And he's a guy that you just can rely on. He works hard. He wants to be involved. He does like to trash talk from the dugout, which is awesome. He likes, chirping and kind of ask some of the other starting pitchers about some good, trash talk chirps that he can get from the dugout. So he's always bringing a little bit of something for you each and every day. And me and him got to know each other a little bit last year, and Obviously more so this year, but he's always got good jokes. Yeah, he's always just kind of got something up his sleeve.
It almost feels, Dansby, like he's like a college teammate of yours. He just seems to have like that playfulness about you. What was it like when you were at Vanderbilt? One of our colleagues here on Foul Territory, Justin Long, wants to know a little bit more about your Vanderbilt career. And do you look back at that now and see how much more you can appreciate that time in your life? Because not everybody goes that route. Are you glad that you did?
Oh, I mean, it's probably second or third best decision of my life, and one is obviously after convincing Mallory to marry me. Was that just it really molded me into the player and person I am now. I feel like I had a lot of kind of just like natural gifts, but once going there, Corbs just brought out all the best in me and just taught me so many different valuable lessons about leadership, about being a good teammate, and just how to play the game the right way, and some of the things that I already somewhat knew, but he was able to just kind of sculpt and mold me to be a better version of that. The amount of guys that played with there, just the brotherhood that you create with one another is real. It truly is something that lasts a lifetime, and I think it's just pretty evident in how people continuously rep Vanderbilt. I've never heard anyone that's gone there say anything bad about their experience there. It really is more than just baseball. It's about growing, these college kids into men, and Corbs is the best at it. I legitimately would not be where I am today without Corbs in the program, and the other coaches, Coach Jewett, Coach Brown. It truly is the best place in the world.
All right. Where does this rank? We talked about the team. We talked about other guys on your team, your wife. Where does this season rank for you? In the sense, I get it, you guys won the World Series, so you don't know where this season's going to go. But as far as just your playing, how well you're playing, the way things are going for you, and just the way you feel coming to the ballpark every day.
Man, it really is difficult to rank teams and seasons because they're all so drastically different. And even if you have, I think this is the beauty about sports, is you can have the exact same team year to year, but the vibe and the environment is a little bit different. You have to kind of recreate, different standards and culture to be able to get the most out of a group. So I don't rank them. I will refuse to rank them. But I very much enjoy winning. I always have. And so anytime a team I'm a part of is winning at a high level, I'm pretty happy.
First of all, should Diego Pavia let Theo Vaughn go on a date with his mom?
Hey, the boys are playing some good ball down there, all right? So whatever kind of stuff they got working, I'm good with it.
Okay, so that's a yes. So Theo Vaughn should be able to go on a date. Oh, look at you! Wow,
always.
It's okay.
Always.
So now I want people to know how much you've changed. Okay, because when I played with you in 2016, you were the fresh, hot rookie coming up here, this and that. You didn't speak. Now you're giving guys lessons, PCA on how to stay the right course and all this. It's just amazing how people change over time. But here's the thing I have: if your last game ends the way my last game ends, and there's a young rookie on second base that doesn't score on a hit that they should score on, and I could have had my Derek Jeter moment, would you still be mad at him?
Well, here's the thing. See, look, this is good base running now. That's great base running. So you can't.
You could have scored so easy. Look, you barely made it to third. Look, what are you doing?
Go back first, brother. If he catches that and I'm going to third and I give a free out, it's everybody's rear end, not just mine.
Look, I'm celebrating.
Premature.
I threw the confetti. I'm like, it's my Derek Jeter moment. What are we doing? Even Snit's over there going, that's why we let him go in free agency, because he didn't score on that hit from Pierzynski.
You're always going to hold that one over my head, but I would be proud of.
Dude, it's all I got.
I'd be
it's all I got at this point.
I'd be proud of a young player knowing how to run the bases properly. You know, the fundamentals, playing the game the right way. That's the most important thing. And so that's the valuable lesson we can learn here.
Corbs taught you that, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Ruin another guy's moment. I see how it is.
No.
It's about the team, AJ. It's about the team.
See, exactly.
Not in that. We were losing 100 games. Not in that case, it wasn't.
It was clearly all about AJ. Brother. It was clearly all about AJ. And that was great base running. For kids who watched it, don't be an AJ in this situation. Be a Dansby. The ball's in front of you. You can't go. And it's not freeze on a line drive. You go back on a line drive, AJ.
Correct.
It's not about you. Looking like Jose Reyes running around the bases like, whoa, look at me. It's all about me.
Yeah, it was my last game and my last at bat, and I knew it. So, anyways, I appreciate Dansby for the fact that he got to third on that ball and didn't get thrown out. And also the fact that, that's all I got on him because I don't know. He was a good teammate. He was a good kid. And it worked out because they went on to win the World Series like 4 or 5 years later. So apparently something did right. He did something right.
We make that joke all the time about when I was a young kid, you know, it was like me or JT or anybody like I didn't speak unless spoken to. You know, like I didn't even think about opening my mouth.